Have you ever had that feeling in a dream where you were able to fly free like an eagle above the clouds and above the mountains? Freedom is the key word, and this is what Georgia is all about. But let's start from the beginning, because to reach that monastery, we had to take an airplane, a taxi, have a romantic dinner in Istanbul, another airplane, another car, and a 4x4. And here is where the adventure begins. Life is yours. Spread your wings, take off, and fly. Welcome to Georgia.
So we have just spent the night in this hotel, and look at the view. And today, even though you cannot see it, there's another church over there that we're going to visit. And then we're going to the west, all the way down to the west. We're gonna see some nice points over there, so let's hope for the best.
These kind of churches are everywhere. Specifically, this is the Svetis Koheli Cathedral, and this is the tiny market that surrounds the cathedral. Standing on top of the hill nearby at the confluence of the two rivers, the Gori Monastery has watched over the small town of Machecha for centuries. So, we just visited this monastery on the top of the mountain, and it was really beautiful. Now we're going all the way to the western part of the country to visit an old city. I want to share with you guys this thing, and it's all about the people of this country. They are incredibly generous. It's wonderful. I like it here, and I like the way they share their things with people they don't actually even know. So it's beautiful, simply and deeply beautiful. And here you can see how speechless I am while walking around Uplistsikhe. Built on a high rocky left bank of the Matara River, it contains various structures dating from the early Iron Age to the late Middle Ages, and is notable for the unique combination of various styles of rock-cut cultures from Anatolia and Iran, as well as the coexistence of pagan and Christian architecture. Gori is a medieval citadel in Georgia. Standing above the city of Gori on a rocky hill, there is its fortress. At the bottom of it, there is located the memorial of Georgian warrior heroes, consisting of 8 sculptures of Georgian warriors. We kept on driving towards the Dead Sea, and the road led us to a place called Katskhi Pillar.
So, we have left the car somewhere in this snowy Georgia, and I don't know how we even managed to arrive up to here by car, since we don't even have winter tires on. And now we're walking. It's going to be around roughly 1.5 kilometers in the snow without proper snow gear, and to reach this house that was built on a rock, and it's surrounded by cliffs. It's going to be wonderful. Now we'll see. that's the house. So we arrived here. There's apparently nobody around, even though there's a tiny souvenir shop over here. And the place should be this one, and it's that one over there. I see there's a room over there. There's a, I think it's a church inside. Then we're going to go over there to have a look, and then if nobody's around, I will try to climb over all the way to the top. Maybe, I don't know, I'll have to see whether it looks safe or not. Now we just come down 1 second and then keep on walking.
Now, try to imagine to live in a place like this. On top of the rock, the surface measures 150 square meters, and it has been venerated by locals as the pillar of life and a symbol of the true cross, and has become surrounded by legends. It remained unclimbed by researchers and unsurveyed until 1944, and was more systematically studied from 1999 to 2009. These studies determined the ruins were of an early medieval hermitage dating from the 9th or 10th century. A Georgian inscription paleographically dated to the 13th century suggests that the hermitage was still extant at that time. Religious activity associated with the pillar was revived in the 1990s, and the monastery building had been restored within the framework of a state-funded program by 2009.
So I just wrote these lines. I'm gonna leave them here. Just to tell the person who works here how beautiful this place is. It's astonishing. And unfortunately, it's written in pretty much all the languages I speak that it's forbidden to go up. In fact, no ascent, so I cannot go up, but I can let you guys see how it looks like from here. It would have been a hard climb anyway. All right. So, time to go back down. Ciao patatino. Ciao. Ciao. Non lo so, la coda sicuramente si muove veramente troppo velocemente.
Cosa che non va sto cane? Eccolo qua!
Ah, ecco, Pupino, ciao amore, quanto sei bello! Ciao, boh.
Sei mamma.
Sei mamma, ma avrei detto che eri cucciola tu. Amore, quanto siete belli, quanto siete belli.
Tieni sulla mamma, dai.
Eccola lì.
Dai.
Sei bellissimo. Ciao. Andiamo va? Let's go down. E tu? Ancora ci segui? Ancora ci segui? Ciao. Ciao.
While our four-legged friend was protecting us from the terrible pitfalls we would have encountered along the way, Christina and I were intent on returning to the car. And remember when I told you about how slippery it was? Well, now you are aware of that. And here we are in Kutaisi, And the first building we want to visit is the Baghrati Cathedral. A masterpiece of the medieval Georgian architecture, the cathedral suffered heavy damage throughout centuries and was reconstructed to its present state through a gradual process. After 20 minutes of driving, we arrived at the most famous monastery in the area, the Gelati Monastery. Built in the Georgian Golden Age, Gelati was founded in 1106 by King David IV of Georgia and is recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site.
Let's see how it is inside. Alright, water. And back on the outside again. It just rained inside my neck. Beautiful. So we finally reached the Black Sea. There's pretty much nobody around. It's not even that cold. It's about 12, 13 degrees Celsius. And nothing. There's nothing better than a little walk on the seaside. Just release all that stress that you feel during the day. So it's wonderful. Even though you need a scarf, still wonderful. There's this little tiny bridge that goes into the water, which makes everything even more romantic and wonderful. So right now we're in Batumi, and it's a city which is about 35 kilometers away from the Turkish border in the south of Georgia, and it looks like Europe.
Batumi is the capital of the Autonomous Republic of Adjara and the second largest city in Georgia, located on the coast of the Black Sea in the country's southwest. It is situated in a subtropical zone at the foot of Caucasus. Much of Batumi's economy revolves around tourism and gambling. It is nicknamed the Las Vegas of the Black Sea.
This is the way the perfect city should be. So, a church, Armenian church, a mosque, a synagogue, it's so dirty, so dirty. After all these kilometers, it's so dirty. My God, you can barely see the license plate.
This is the turning point, where we have to drive all the way back to Tbilisi in order to reach the airport and fly back home. But before leaving this embracing country, we still have to visit the Shiomvjim Monastery and then our final destination, the capital, Tbilisi. The Shiomvjim Monastery, literally meaning the Cave of Shio, is a medieval monastic complex in Georgia, near the town of Machecha. It is located in a narrow limestone canyon on the northern bank of the Kura River, some 30 kilometers from Tbilisi, Georgia's capital. It was time to go back to the capital, take a shower, and get ready for the last day of our trip. Happy to have met fantastic people and seen beautiful places.
We're making our way to the top of the city where the castle is located.
Because of its location on the crossroads between Europe and Asia and its proximity to the lucrative Silk Road, throughout history Tbilisi was a point of contention among various global powers. The city's location to this day ensures its position as an important transit route for various energy and trade projects. Tbilisi's diverse history is reflected in its architecture. Georgia made me fall in love from the first moments, a love that will be kept in my heart forever. I'm Andy, and this was my story. See you in the next vlog.